Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Frugalisama. My name's Sam, where I talk about all things sewing. Today is day 46 of 100 days of sewing and we've got another Frugal Friday. So today I'm just going to look at some free patterns, some discounts and some giveaways that I've found this week. So if you like this sort of thing, please remember to like and subscribe or comment below. If you hit the notification bell, it will tell you when I've got new videos out, and that is usually on a Friday with the Frugal Fridays. Sundays I've usually got plans, reviews and that sort of thing, and then midweek I've usually got some hints and tips and some techniques videos for anybody who's either new to sewing or been sewing for a while and just needs some confidence with some techniques, or if you're looking to sew on a budget. So on to today's video. So I'll start with some free patterns that I found this week, and I will probably look down because I can't remember it all. So the first one that I found is from Hey 30 Design Group, and that's the Eliza Ruffle top. So I've never come across this pattern company before. It's probably more of a summery type top. I think they're actually in South Africa, so maybe that's why. But it's a really nice little top. It's got a couple of sleeves options, V-necked, so you can go a bit deeper if that's your thick jam, or you can have it a little bit more modest. Designed for knits, and it's saying that it's designed for something with a good drape and 50% stretch. So you can use something with less drape in it, but you would obviously not get the nice flowy look to it. So you've got sleeve options, you've got a sleeveless version, and then you've got a loose flared sleeve, and then it's finished with a ruffle at the bottom, and that's in a high-low style as well. So it's a really nice little top. Probably wouldn't make this straight away, but it might be nice for holidays or something like that. So your sizes are from 6 to 24, which translates to an extra small to a double extra large. I'll put the size in at the bottom because I've not noted it down. But you just 1 metre to 1.5 metres of fabric depending on the style and the size that you choose. So the neckline and the armbands are actually finished with a faux facing rather than neckbands. So if you're scared of neckbands, then it might be one to go for. It's not everybody's favourite thing to do, but do have a video on inserting a neckband if that's something that you want to look at. Put that out last week. So that's the Eliza top. Never heard of A30 designs before, so I've not actually used it, so hopefully that's a good one for you. So my next one is another one from Fibre Mood. Seem to be doing well with the Fibre Mood ones just of late. Again, it's an old one that was paid for, so it was released in 2018. Now they've released it as a free pattern up until the 17th of January, and it's a man's pattern. So if your sewing goals this year are to look to extend your skills or sew for other people, this might be a nice opportunity. It looks like a relatively simple, so you've got a collar to do and button holes, so if you've never done that before, it might be a good one to try. And it's recommended for denims, corduroys, cotton twill and wool fabrics. The code for that is Social Harold, so you need a code for that. If you're interested in any of the Fibre Mood ones, I would just recommend subscribing to their email list, and they will send you an email whenever anything's new. That goes in sizes extra small to extra large. So the next one is from So Easy, and it's the teddy bear jacket. So if you're looking to keep nice and cosy and warm, we're forecast snow here in Yorkshire. Son sent me some photographs this morning of snow where he is in North Yorkshire, but we've not had any here so far. So this looks ideal for the weather that we've got coming. So it's a basic sort of jacket with pockets, but you've got the hood. If you don't want to do buttonholes, it's actually designed for snaps. So you've got the hood, a couple of grommets where the hood goes. So somebody did suggest on the blog post that you could use a zip in this, but I wouldn't want to be putting buttonholes in fur. I'm not that brave. But yeah, you can use snaps. I suppose you could use Velcro, I don't know. So this one is recommending 1 3/4 yards of teddy bear fabric or a self-lined pile fabric. I'm not sure what that is. So that's a So Easy teddy bear jacket. So maybe your New Year's goals are to use less fabric or less waste, and this next dress is designed for zero waste. So the sizing range is a little bit small in that it's only size 6 to 16, but that is because it's been designed to use all the fabric up, and I think it's quite difficult to actually do that and make it zero waste. It's a designer called Victoria Kanash, which I've never come across before. I think it's called the Annie dress. So it's a casual style jersey dress with pockets which everybody loves. The sizes are between 6 and 16, which is a bust size 32 to 40, which doesn't seem particularly generous, but it is actually quite a loose fitting dress. Quite boho in style. It's probably not my style. I won't be rushing to download that one. And that is just a sign up at the website. There's an option to donate if you want, but it's up to you. Quite a few patterns on her website, including some harem pants and a few little toys. She's got a little bralette, a camisole top on there, and some panty liners as well. So if you're really going down the waist-less route, she's really got her finger on the pulse on that one. So next up is one from Pattern Scissors Cloth, and it's a Galaxy t-shirt. So more traditional t-shirt in style in that it's quite a high crew neck, but it's got these lovely sleeves, puff sleeves on. So the finish sort of mid-bicep into a cuff, and you've got your puff sleeve, and then it's gathered into the band as well. Really like this one. Probably, again, a little bit unseasonable for us at the moment. I'm thinking like of the billy, the Tilly and the Buttons billy. I reckon you could actually lengthen that, maybe mash it up with a Vera top and get something quite similar. I can see a hack coming on with that one. This is one that I've downloaded. Although it's probably a little bit out of season for us at the moment, I think I can do quite a lot with this. I can see a Vera hack coming on with this one. So this one's a little bit more inclusive. It's designed for an 80cm bust to a 122cm bust, and that equates to a 31-inch bust to a 48-inch bust, and it's designed for a medium weight single jersey. So think of t-shirts, and don't go for anything too drapey, because obviously you want something that's going to hold that puff in that sleeve. So the Galaxy t-shirt was released actually last July by the looks of it, but I must have missed it. And she's also got a slip pattern on her website as well that looks as though it's free. So that's it for free patterns. Even when it gets to Wednesday and I think I can't find anything, there's always something new, or new to me. And thanks to anybody who's tagged me in for anything as well. That's really truly appreciated. So on to discounts now. So Over It have relaunched their PDF pattern club and are now calling it the VIP club. Essentially that's £10 for the year and you get a free pattern thrown in for that. So I think they're releasing 12 patterns throughout the year or one a month. You've got access to any of their patterns, any of their PDF patterns for that £10. So they usually retail between £11 and £13, so you're saving almost immediately. You'd probably save more if you wait for a sale, but it depends on how desperate you are to own one. And then it gives you 10% off all her PDF patterns and all her print patterns as well, which is probably why she's relaunched it, because I don't think the print patterns were included in the discount before. And it just gives you early access to the patterns when they're launched, so I think you get to know a week before they're launched, and I think there's a couple of exclusive sales throughout the year as well. So that's generally 20% off her patterns, and she includes fabric in that as well. She's got a little video out on it, so I'll link that below and it gives you full explanation of that. So Simply Sewing magazine have got a little offer on at the moment where it's 3 issues for £5, which I thought was good value. You usually get a couple of patterns thrown in with that. What I would say for something like that is if you're not liking it, just make sure that you cancel your subscription. I've fallen foul of these offers before. Ended up with a load of magazines that don't really need. I did early on in my 100 days of sewing, I did a video about whether sewing magazines and art are worth it, and for me it's not anymore, because my sewing's sort of a little bit more than intermediate, so they tend to base them more at beginner sewers, I would say, and the free patterns do draw you in, but they tend to be much of a muchness, in my opinion anyway, and occasionally you get one that you like, but for me I'd rather buy that magazine when I know that it's a pattern that I'm going to want, rather than ending up with a lot. Yeah, and you see lots and lots of these patterns on D-Stashes. 3 magazines for £5 when they retail at about £8 each. I think that's a good value. So there's a couple of fabric discounts on this week. I've had an email from Like So Amazing that there's an up to 50% off sale. When I've clicked through, there's only one fabric on there that's 50% off, everything else is 20%. But there might be something that you like on there. There's only a few on there. And then Weaver D, you've got 20% off fabrics as well. That's all of the fabric, and that's the code 2021. Just seen one from William G, who is the haberdashers based in London. They're a great alternative to Amazon if you don't like buying off Amazon, and that's £5 off until Sunday. And that's just the code Friday5er. You do have to spend £50 for that. And Liberty have still got their sale on as well, so I did mention that in one of my previous videos. And Joel and Son as well. Now they are on the pricey end, and thank you to somebody who gave a heads up on that one. Probably too pricey for me, but somebody might get some bargains if they're into the more expensive end. I think it's ex-designer. So another sad one again this week. I've just seen an Instagram post from AK Patterns, Akina Kaku. She used to have a YouTube channel. I've not seen anything recently from her. Sounds like she's having to close her business, so there is 20% off all of her patterns, and that is until the 31st of January. If you've got any patterns that you've bought from her that are downloadable, that are still sat on her website, make sure that you download them, because I don't think you will be able to after the 31st. But she's got some lovely little designs. She uses a simple basic pattern and hacks them lots and lots of ways, so definitely great for value for money, so worth a look. And then Brittany Jones has got 20% off her Fleur Pinafore, which is a sweet little pattern, and that's the entire month of January, and that's the code French Fleur. So that's $12 normally. Fabrics Galore are still having their Boxing Day sale, and that's actually on the website. You don't need a code for that, so it's just various ones. There is an absolutely beautiful silk on there, which I was very, very tempted. I bought the fabric for this Harper cardigan from Fabrics Galore, and the hack that I did of the Vera dress, that came from Fabrics Galore. So I can recommend them. They are a good service, and the fabric's been fine. If you're into the Frida Kahlo look, they did have a remnant there, Frida's Garden. It was only a 50cm remnant for £6, but it might go into a bag or something like that. And talking of bags, also Petite has got 30% off her patterns. She's only got about 5 or 6, but 30% off if you're wanting to try bag making. And she's got a really nice free lunchbox pattern on her website as well, which I'll link to. So I mentioned Trixie Lixie last week, and she's still having her sale, and there is 50% off an awful lot of patterns there. A lot of the pattern companies like Closet Core, Deer and Doe, Merchant and Mills, quite a few pattern companies like that. The Deer and Doe Bluey is included in that, and the Belladonna. The Belladonna dress, I think I've had that on my Pinterest board since I started sewing again 8-9 years ago. But if you fancy sewing for men, there's some Thread Theory patterns on there as well. All sort of £10-11, where they're normally £18-19. If you fancy the cashmerette dress, I don't know if anybody's seen that the Upton dress has, that Cashmerette have brought an extension pack out for the Upton dress. The Upton dress is on there, so that's £11.77 on the Trixie Lixie website. But if you go to the Cashmerette website, the Upton dress and the expansion pack is only actually $29, and you can get more than 350 patterns or garments out of that, which I think is a real bargain. I think Jenny's really exceeded herself on this one. So yeah, for £29 you are getting an awful lot there. I mean, that's a dress a day, isn't it? I think you can use the skirt separately as well. So she's designed it so that it's square neck, and you can go princess line. There's different skirt patterns. I mean, I can't go into it all here, it's just there's loads and loads. While it's $18 for the expansion pack, it's available on pre-order because I think there's been printing problems, and she will send you the PDF as well, so you get the PDF and the printed for the $18. So I think that's pretty good myself. Your C cup and above, it's ideal. And I think if you subscribe to Cashmerette as well, I think you will get 10% off with their newsletter, so it might be just worth looking into that. You could have a dress, never have to buy a pattern again, would you? And then finally, Tessuti have still got their sale on, so that's 20% off all orders over $100 Australian dollars, which I thought was a lot to start off with, but I think it only equates to £57. Obviously, if you're in the UK, then you're going to have postage. Not everybody's in the UK, are they? And I think it's free postage internationally, though, if you order over $150, so it might be worth looking. They do have some really nice fabrics. Kirsten at the Dahlia Society uses quite a lot of their fabrics, and they do have some really nice ones. So that is code SOLONG2020. That's available until Sunday the 10th of January. So finally, just a couple of giveaways that I've seen. One is for 52 Week Sewing Challenge, and that's over on Facebook. I think this is good to keep you motivated if you're finding that you're losing your sojo. There's a challenge every week, and there are prizes for this as well. First one is a $50 gift card for Olga's Closet, never heard of them, and also a $10 gift card for Rain City Pattern Company. Not heard of those either. But yeah, it's good to keep you motivated. If you join the Facebook group, all the details are on there, and they give you a theme each week. So I think this week is getting organised. Chance to try new patterns and designers and use up some of your stash and up your sewing skills as well. You can join in and out as you please on that one. A bit less public than probably posting on Instagram as well. Final one is on Instagram, and that is Ethel and Joe. Now this is Louise, I think, who was part of the Pattern Pals trio that used to be on YouTube. And she has got a little button company over on Etsy. They are hand cast resin buttons, and she's doing a giveaway every week during January. So it's just a case of liking and following and tagging in a friend on Instagram. So some quite cute ones. I suspect it might be UK only, that she doesn't say in the post, but I suspect it is. First draw will be tomorrow, and then it will go on throughout January. If you're not really keen on tagging people in on Instagram, if you're fairly new to Instagram, you're more than welcome to tag me in. It's a great way for us to communicate and for me to get a heads up of any giveaways and competitions as well, because I can't possibly see them all. So don't worry about tagging me in. I'm Frugalisama everywhere on Instagram and here as well. Tag me in. And same for if you see any free patterns as well. It's great that you can chat in the comments below, and yeah, if you tag me in on Instagram as well, that'd be wonderful. Right, that's it from me today. Thanks for watching, and if you like this sort of video, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. It will tell you when I've got new videos up. Thanks for watching. I shall speak to you later. Bye.